Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be pretty low-key, pretty just kind of like I want to have like a chat. So this topic today is going to be about the importance of continuing when things get really hard. So let's say you have a dream or a passion that you're pursuing and it just seems like every time you turn around there's something or somebody trying to tear you down or trying to stop you, or there's like bullies who, for some reason they want to stop you from whatever it is you love because they have some sort of personal issue with you. I just want to tell you that if you have a dream and a passion that you're following, you cannot give up. I promise you that if you give up, you will regret it. And I can just say this because of when I danced, there was so many challenges that I faced on a day-to-day basis. I could have let what people say stop me. Like, there would be girls at dance that weren't always the nicest to me, and I can remember crying in the bathroom at shows when I was little because the older girls would just pick on me, and people at school would be like, all you talk about is dance, and like I kind of was left out a lot of social functions because I always had to be at dance. And the opinions of people especially should not stop you from what you love. If you have a passion or a dream that you're pursuing, go at it wholeheartedly no matter who tries to stop you, because if you let them stop you, they win, and you don't want to look back on that period of your life in a couple of years or a few years or even a couple months from now and be like, those opinions did not matter, and those opinions did not have any like bearing on my dream or my life or what I love or who I am. Just because somebody says things about you or harasses you or teases you doesn't mean that those things that they say you are is the truth. And you can't let that opinion stop you from what you love to do. And if you do allow that, it's going to make you miserable. And in the end, that person will have fulfilled their duty, which is to stop you. And you don't want anyone to stop you because it's just not worth it. So if you're like a victim of bullying, or if you're a victim of someone harassing you or telling you you're not enough, like, you cannot take that opinion and let it be your truth. You just can't. And you have to keep going. And I am just going to tell you that it's going to be difficult to continue to keep going without getting discouraged or letting it make you anxious or hurt you or upset you or get to you, because there's going to be days where it might feel like it's going to get to you and like you just want to give up. But if you don't give up, that hate will eventually go away. And if you just continue to be positive and you continue to shine your light and be who God's created you to be, there's nobody on this earth that can stop you from doing that. And there's nobody on this earth who can stop God's plan from fulfilling in your life. I've always thought that you can only define success for yourself. Like, when I danced, the top notch of success was to win the worlds. And like, yes, that of course is such an accomplishment, and that was my dream, and that's what I went for wholeheartedly, and I beat my body up to bits to try to achieve that. And the closest I ever got to the world champion was 63rd in the world. I was ranked 63rd in the world in 2017, and I will just tell you that, I was disappointed with that result, of course. Like, I wanted to at least get in the top 50, But it was my first and only world championships that I danced at, and to be able to say that I'm the 63rd best Irish dancer in the world in my age group, that is like a huge accomplishment in the grand scheme of things. When you figure up like all the dancers in Ohio, all the dancers in the Midwestern region of the United States, all the dancers in North America, all the dancers in the UK, all the dancers in Australia, New Zealand, like, I was the 63rd best of all of those girls in my age group. And there were a ton, and there were so many amazing dancers with so much talent, and so many of them, we all worked so hard, and so many of them probably worked harder than I did, like, you can't really say who worked harder than another. And I decided that even though there were people who probably didn't think that was very good, or maybe who didn't think I danced well, or the judge that said, you're not as good as this person. Like, it didn't matter to me that they said that. The fact of the matter is I accomplished my dream of getting to the World Championships, and I got to travel to Ireland to do that. And it was just such an amazing experience. You know I've talked about like my dancing a lot on my channel, and I really wish that I would have had this channel when I danced, because there was so many things that I could have shared and so many memories I could have like uploaded and kept. But you know, timing is everything, and for some reason the timing just wasn't there with YouTube back then. So now I can take those experiences, however, and share them with you. And YouTube has given me a purpose since quitting dance. I know that God has given me this platform to encourage people that are my age, younger than me, older than me, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, like man, woman, child, I don't care. Lady in the nursing home could watch my video and be like, wow, like I'm inspired by her. I'm inspired by the gifts God has given her. I'm inspired by who God's created her to be. And that's what God has done for every single one of us. He has given us all a purpose. And so if you have a purpose and someone's trying to tear you down, you just need to say, get behind me, because what you're saying about me and what you're trying to do, that is not what God says about me, and that is not my truth, and that is not God's truth for my life. And if you can get a hold of that, I promise you, I absolutely promise you that you pursuing your dream and you pursuing the dream that God has given you will take you so far, and like you will have so much success, and like no one will be able to stop you. There's always going to be somebody with an opinion. There's always going to be someone who's like, I think that's stupid, or you should do it this way, or that way's weird. I'll never forget the time it's so funny now. I'll never forget the time someone told me that someone else said I had no follow-through, that Elizabeth Davis lacks follow-through. Which is hilarious, because whenever I want to do something, like, I will do it. Like, if I say I'm going to do it and it's something I really want to do, I always say where there is a will, there is a way. And like, I always find a way to get it done, like whatever it is I want to do. I mean, you don't go from not competing in Irish dance ever till the age of 15 years old to qualifying for Worlds by the time you're 20. Like, that just doesn't happen unless it's something you really, really, really want. And I did, and that's what I wanted. And if I could, you know, if I could have continued, I would have, and I probably would have, you know, placed in the top 10 at Worlds, or top 5, or maybe even won it. Because I am such a determined person. So when that person said that about me, when I heard that they said that, I didn't even hear it directly from this person. I still don't even really know if it's 100% true. But the fact that it could have been true, and that I looked up to this person so much and they said that about me, it really hurt me. Like, it really tore me down. It really, like, I had like a chip on my shoulder over those words for like 6 months, you know? And I just was like, I can't believe this person would say that about me. Like, they don't even know me. They've never even gotten to know me. They've never even given me a chance. Like, they don't know what I've been through with dancing and everything I've accomplished. Like, they've never even asked me. And they're standing there saying things about me behind my back about how Elizabeth Davis lacks follow-through. And I let those words, oh my gosh, I let those words hold me back for so long. Like, you know, I would feel so guilty if I had plans and had to cancel. I would be like, oh my gosh, that person was right. I don't have follow through. Like, I cancel all the time. I always, you know, I don't do what I say I'm going to do. I suck, you know, and I let myself believe that about myself. And like I said before, I don't even know if that person truly said that about me. It's just something that someone said this person said. Like, it was a he said, she said type thing. And, you know, to this day, I still don't really know if that was true. And I let that influence how I looked at myself for a long time. Oh my gosh, those words just echoed in my mind for so long, and like, I know that that's not who God created me to be. I know that God doesn't see me that way. I know that other people don't see me that way. So whether this person said that about me or not really doesn't matter. If this person said that, then shame on them. You know, that's their personal problem for thinking that about me, and for not giving me a chance to really, like, use my abilities for that person's benefit in their life. And you really have to know who you are when you're going to pursue a dream, because there's going to be people who are going to, you know, say things about you behind your back. They're going to attack you online. They're going to say things about you in group chats. Your friends may even turn on you. People might make fun of you. They're going to say it's weird. They're going to say, why would you want to do that? You should do this. Like, you don't have to listen to people saying like these words just like coming at you. It's just like words. That's it. That's all they are. They're words, and they really just have no bearing. When someone says something about you behind your back, or, you know, to you online, or maybe even directly to you, like, you don't have to let that be your truth. Like, I can't get that across enough. Like, I can't emphasize this enough. Don't let that be your truth. Your truth, let me tell you what your truth is. Number one, your truth is who God says you are. And in the Bible, it says that we are all God's children. He calls us his children. We have peace, we have joy, we have confidence, are more than conquerors, we are victorious. God says that about us. So that's number one, what you are. Number two, the thing you are is, like I said, victorious. You are victorious. If you pursue your dreams and you decide you're going to go after this dream that possibly God placed in your heart, God will see, like, this person wants to fulfill this dream that I've placed in their heart, and I'm going to bless them for it. And no matter who comes against them, no matter who says anything about them, no matter who tries to tear them down, no matter what tries to stop them, I will give them victory, and I will give them success. The third thing you are is amazing. You know, there's only one of you, and I know that's so cliche, like, but really it's true. Like, you have to think about the meaning of those words. Like, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. There is only one of me. There is only one creation of this person, these interests, this face, my hair, my body type, my ethnicity, my race, like my DNA. There's one of me. There's no one else like me. And you have something to offer someone, whatever it is. Like, even if you only influence one person in your life, that's success to me. Like, you have accomplished what you were put on this earth for. You influenced somebody for good, you're all set. And if you have a dream, like, that's just my main point. Go for it. Don't let somebody's silly words, or something that may or may not be true that somebody said, or a comment on an Instagram post, or a subtweet, or a group chat discussion, or, you know, anything like that, or what someone said about you in a meeting, or like a coworker said behind your back when you weren't there. Like, don't let those words be your truth. I really feel like I wanted to share that because I really want people to pursue their dreams. Anyone who pursues their dreams, and I believe I fall into this category because, you know, I followed my dream with dancing, and now I'm following my dream with YouTube and wherever else, you know, I decide to go in life. Us people who pursue our dreams, we have others trying to stop us left and right. The only person that can let those words stop you is you. And that's what that person's trying to do that said those things about you. That person's trying to stop you from pursuing what you love for whatever reason. And you don't even have to know what that reason is, why they want to stop you. It doesn't matter. They want to stop you because maybe they're jealous, or they feel insecure within themselves, or they just don't like you for whatever reason. When you start pursuing your dreams, you are going to have people that try to stop you, and you can't. Like, if you do, you're just going to have so much regret, and like, I don't want that for anyone. And if there's just even, like I said, one person that I can encourage to go after what you want to do, and just throw caution to the wind and take a step of faith and be like, you know what, this is what I love and this is what I'm going to pursue. And you'll never know if you can succeed if you aren't willing to fail. I really hope that if you're watching this, that this resonates with you, and that you don't let anyone stop you from doing what you're called to do. Keep going, keep pushing, keep pursuing, keep praying, you know, and keep stepping out in faith, and just keep believing God that you're going to get to where you're supposed to be. And, you know, it'll happen. You will have success, and you will get to where you want to be if you don't give up. So don't give up and keep going. Thanks, everybody.